Taurus, I haven't pulled any cards yet, but there is a message coming through about Uranus moving out of your sign, and that happens April 25th. So I feel like this reading is either going to touch on what's coming ahead for this next period when Uranus leaves your sign, your sun sign, your Venus sign, your moon sign, wherever Taurus is in your chart. Uranus has been making some waves there since 2018. So it's moving into Gemini, and it's going to be there, I think it's till like 2032, so quite a long time. So there'll be some massive shifts and changes. And whenever a planet moves out of a sign, as it gets closer and closer to the end degree, to 29 degrees, things start to feel a little bit intense. It's like waves of, oh, we're over the hump, we're getting over it, and then like brick wall. At least that's how I experience it. And as many of you know, I'm a Taurus. So the message coming through is about shifts and changes, massive shifts and changes that are happening right now for you. So this reading will probably touch on that. I'm going to get the cards out and see what message Spirit has for you, but I am interested to see how things begin to evolve and change. And if I didn't say, it moves out of our sign April 25th. So it was a little bit in Gemini. I think it was back in July. So you could look and see what was going on in your life in July, and that may give you an indication of what's up ahead for you. But there's something, it's going to be felt different regardless, okay? Because there's a big clearing of a cycle that's happening. So let's see. And it feels like it's moving into a place, a release, yes. A place where the solutions begin to come for you. There's a lot that you're releasing. I'm hearing a lot of water. Maybe you've been, I don't know, retaining some water, holding on to some fluids, okay? But there's a release of water. Now, of course, water is emotions too, so stored emotions in the body. A huge release. Okay, let's see. What are we talking about? This card just fell in my lap. Protection. A huge release of feeling like you have to have your guard up, of feeling like you're always on edge, or you're remaining vigilant. And even if in your day-to-day you feel relatively safe and secure, there's something coming through for whoever I'm connecting to today, where whatever happened, and this may have begun in 2018, whatever happened kind of got your spidey senses up. You know, your body's been on guard. It's been ready to go. Maybe a little bit of fight or flight. Maybe that fluid is like cortisol, you know, coursing through your body, or adrenaline. And it's been a while. It's been there a while, okay? And it's like being flushed out is what I'm getting. Protection and release. I also feel like you've been quiet for a while, or maybe in these past years, because you were protecting yourself, or you were very aware of your words and what you were saying, and maybe felt like you couldn't speak freely, or you had to be very strategic with what you said and what you say. And I feel like that kind of vigilance is going to start to dissipate. There's something about a shakeup that's happened for you recently, or that is just about to happen. Okay, we'll see what the cards say. That shakes the energy right off of you. It shakes it out of your body. And I'm getting a lot about the body. So there could be some aches and pains, or some things that are going on, some transformations that are occurring. But this is a huge release of stored energy. Old energy. It's very exciting. Okay, so let's see what else we get for you, Taurus. What is this about? Release and protection for Taurus. We have 2 cards. Compromise. And it came out, I don't know which way it came out because conflict is on the other side. It's the 5 of Wands. So maybe this is it, right? Like at some times there was that battling energy where there's constant conflict. Could be with you and other people, or you're just witnessing it around you. And then there's the energy of compromise. Okay, what can I do to settle this? Or I'm having to compromise something in my life because there is a conflict. It's that protection energy again, compromising my throat chakra, my truth, what I want to say. And I'm not saying that you've been like hiding in a corner all scared or anything like that with this protection energy. It's more just an overall cautiousness of being very attuned to other people's energies. And usually when you're empathic like that and you're very attuned to other people's energies and you compromise yourself or you condition yourself, I'm hearing, or you hold back in order to protect yourself, it's usually because you've been attacked at some point, energetically, spiritually, hopefully not physically or emotionally, but perhaps, for not being totally accommodating to someone else's energy. So in the past, when you didn't put somebody first and you put yourself first instead, your own needs, your own wants, your own desires, your own soul's mission, when you put that first and not somebody else's concerns, worries, or fears, you were, whoever I'm connecting with today, shunted. I'm hearing shunted, shut out, disregarded, criticized. And so over time, of course, when that happens, we learn to prioritize other people's states so that we don't get attacked. And of course, all of this can happen very subconsciously. But I feel like there's a huge release of that. And like maybe you should do some like energy clearing. Like even when I'm doing this, it feels better. Like there's something about releasing this energy off of you. 5 of Wands, competition, conflict, compromise. And then we have the 6 of Cups, childishness, independence, and seriousness. It says 6 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Oh, Taurus, this could have been going on for quite a long time. What was your childhood like? Maybe you've been protecting yourself energetically, holding on to things, even in your body, holding on to things since childhood. So there's a very serious nature about you, and that started in childhood. You got very serious, very young. You had to be. Okay, you had to deal with some conflict. And perhaps some of that innocence that you still have felt like it needed to be heavily protected rather than going out and being free and creating and enjoying the world. Whoa, this is heavy energy, right? I'm hearing Syrian. So there's a seriousness that's going to be released now. There's more independence for you, releasing childhood wounds and karma and trauma and all of that stuff. Some of you have had issues with siblings. I feel like there's a huge release coming for you when it comes to any kind of sibling competition. If you don't have siblings or it's not about that for you, then it's just this feeling of having to protect yourself and everything around you because you fear a lack of safety. And again, that's not coming from nowhere. It's coming from some past experience you've had where your safety was ripped away from you. Again, it could be emotional safety too. So this is a big clearing of conflict, a huge cycle. So from 2018 to now, you've been learning how to prioritize yourself and how to feel safe and secure within yourself rather than looking to outside sources or allowing outside sources to make you feel insecure. And now, when we move out, or when Uranus moves out of your sign, wherever Taurus is in your chart, this is when that huge release is felt. It's like free at last, secure at last. I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so this is really amazing for you, Taurus. Okay, and for me. I just had to say, as a Taurus too. Okay, let's see. Let's see the energy supporting you, Taurus. Courage, perseverance, and fatigue. Oh boy, here's your resilience, Taurus. The bull. The perseverance of the bull. The courage. Despite being exhausted, despite the fatigue. 9 of Wands in reverse. It says paranoia on it. Struggle, strong will. So the 9 of Wands is another card of protection. And in reverse, it's like, I'm so tired of having to have my guard up. I'm so tired of feeling like something bad's going to happen. Whatever it is for you, I don't know the exact, you characterize the feeling however it resonates with you, but it's this feeling of like, I can't relax. And it's been causing fatigue. And again, this could be something in the background. It doesn't have to be on the forefront of your mind every day, day in, day out. But whoever I'm connecting with, it's definitely here. And you kept going with your fierce energy, taking charge, having courage, standing up for yourself, also standing up for others who need protection. You do that very well. Persevering with the 7 of Pentacles. Persevering until you obtain the reward that you deserve for the courage that you've shown despite being wounded. It has not been easy, and it's been a long haul. But this is the energy supporting you. So you should be very proud of yourself for your strength and the fact that you kept going, because you could have quit at any time. You could have quit on yourself in whatever way that means to you, but you didn't. You dug deep into your resources. And this courage and this perseverance that you've shown is exactly what makes your inner child feel safe. Okay, adult Taurus has got this. Doesn't matter what happens. We're going to keep going. We're going to have courage. We're going to persevere. We're going to go for it. So then when the inner child knows that, they feel safer to come out, to play, to express their creativity, to have fun, to drop some of the seriousness when it's not warranted. And this actually allows your inner child, which I'm seeing here with the 6 of Cups, to feel the independence that it deserves. Okay, so there's something here. What I'm picking up, it's kind of complicated because I don't know exactly how to word it. But there's something about a part of yourself that was never allowed to really grow up. Okay, maybe you have an overprotective family member. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there's something about that inner child not being able to really grow in the way that it deserves to grow. And now there's this growth spurt coming. Okay, so let's see the challenge, Taurus. We have Master of Skill, the Magician, resourcefulness, it says on it, leaving home, uncertainty, inhibition, 4 of Wands in reverse, and letting go, 9 of Swords in reverse, hope, coping. Yeah, not being able to grow up, right? To leave home, to leave that, and this can be symbolic. You could have left home at a very young age. I did. But, well, not very young, but young enough. It doesn't matter whether you actually did leave home very young or not. There's still this feeling of needing protection. So this challenge that you're facing now is going to be one in which you metaphorically leave home for the first time. You go out and you venture into the world and you grow. You let go of the fear of not being safe and not having enough security, which is a big deal to Taurus, security, as you know. But you can have that same sense of security without attaching it to a career or money or a home or a relationship. You can establish the same sense of security within yourself to know that you're going to be okay no matter what. And that's real security because it allows you to take chances once you know that. To move, to get a new relationship, to drop a relationship, to try a new career. When you're secure and safe in yourself, you can do all of those things and experience life till its fullest. And that's what the Magician is here for, the Master of Skill, as a challenge. Some of your manifestations or dreams or hopes that you've been thinking about for a long time haven't been able to really come through because you haven't been willing to leave home, metaphorically. You haven't been able to let go of some kind of protective mechanism or protection. For some of you, this is related to something very specific. Okay, so it doesn't have to root right back to childhood. For some of you, it's a certain event that happened. Okay, and you've been kind of hermiting a little bit since then. Okay, but now you're outgrowing that. Okay, so the challenge is there's something that you've been trying to accomplish, bring into your life, manifest for yourself, or just you're seeking this overall feeling of you can accomplish anything because you can and you know it, but maybe you haven't lately and it's frustrating you. That challenge is going to be released once you step out of this feeling of having to protect yourself and hold on to things. Maybe you should do some spring cleaning. I know I got to do a lot of decluttering around here. Okay, maybe even some tarot decks, okay? Maybe I'll do a giveaway of tarot decks because I got some I need to release. Okay, so stuff like that, when you do that, it really helps you energetically to clear the space, but also symbolically. It tells your subconscious mind that you're okay with letting things go. All right, so let's get one of these cards, Taurus, and then we'll get more tarot out. What else do we have to say to Taurus? The energy in this reading definitely feels lighter, less self-conscious. Meadow, success, blessing, and positivity. Leaving home and stepping out into the meadow. Look how happy you are here now. I mean, you can picture some skin on top of these bones. It's just the way the deck is. But success, but wait, you're feeling successful right to the bones. Let's put it that way. Blessings and positivity. Leaving home, going into the meadow. Number 42 might be significant for some of you. Now's the time. It's a good year for you coming up, Taurus. I know your birthday's soon. Happy birthday to those April Taurians. And for the May ones, I'll see you in the May readings. It's a good year for you. There's success, blessings, and positivity coming in. Okay, and that's why I feel this excitement here. Let's get the tarot out and see what else Spirit wants to say to you. If you are actively trying to release something, all the energy in the world is here to help you do that. If you feel like you don't know why you can't let go of something, you don't know why you can't release fear or this sense of like needing safety and security, or maybe it's a relationship or some pain that you're working through, then look back. And the only reason I say this is because the Six of Cups card is here with conflict and compromise. Look back to your childhood and think about the times that you had to compromise yourself in order to stay out of conflict. And the reason why we do that, we look back to that, is because oftentimes we can trace why we are the way we are now, or why certain struggles are happening to us now. We can trace it back to the root. And that's what you want to do. You want to pull the weed from the root, right? So that could help some of you. So let's see, Taurus. Three more. For Taurus. Okay, let's see. I'm hearing Strawberry Fields Forever, but I think it's this card that's giving me that. Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, so your overall energy right now is 3 of Cups. There's a lot of focus here on other people's energy. So tell me what's going on here. A lot of people around you may be having difficulties or issues, and you're trying to help them out with that. Or maybe there's been some people causing you some grief. Let's see. Why is Taurus's energy the 3 of Cups? You're definitely taking on other people's energy, or it's in your field. Interesting. Okay, I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb, and I just got a text from someone as I'm talking about other people's energy, and the text was, "I'm home now." Interesting, leaving home. Other people's energy, I'm home now. Maybe you feel like you can't leave this protective energy because of something that's going on with someone else. I feel guided to pull charms. Let's see what's going on now. And I'm just seeing on my screen, I'm trying to get back to the music page, but I have my iPad here. The internet, so old, the internet came up. Okay. And it says, "A look into the future." I'm actually 42, the Meadow. Let's see. K, the letter K, the letter N, the letter E, Ken, spelling Ken, the letter Q, a cross, a star, and a ghost with the letter G on it. Kenny G. You hear Kenny G? Okay. Maybe something about a saxophone. Let's see. Another N, a D, and D, and the number 5. I feel like pulling a little bit more. These could be little clues. This reading's for you, or maybe there's going to be a message that comes through, but I don't see a message quite yet. A wolf howling, believe. Okay, there we are. And a key with the letter D again. So we have double N's, double D's. Okay. A key with believe. Believe that you have the key. And always, you've always had the key. The key to what? To independence. Look at this howling wolf. Howling at the moon. Throat chakra. Opening your throat chakra. Making yourself heard. Being loud. What's the ghost? Judgment. An awakening. Resurrecting a ghost? What's the ghost? 7 of Wands, that's that protective energy, and 10 of Cups. There's something that you've been keeping out, and you haven't realized that you've been doing it. Maybe it's some kind of form of abundance. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's some self-development, but you've been creating a barrier or boundary because it was needed, or you felt you needed it to protect yourself, but it's kept something away from you. It hasn't been able to come towards you. And I feel like now that that barrier is going down because you are safe and you are secure, and you're realizing that more and more, that this 10 of Cups that's been on the outs is going to make itself apparent to you. You're calling out to it with this howling moon. Maybe something about music with that saxophone reference. Okay, other people's energy. Tell me more about this. Queen of Wands. Yes, you're trying to help other people through something. Something's going on where you feel you need to lend your support. Maybe this is at work, or you have a specific role where you help, teach, guide people, or you're helping someone defend themselves. You're providing advice and guidance. This is very much in your energy. And this goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning with you making sure everybody's okay. Check in on yourself first. It's not selfish. It's care. How are you feeling? Do you want independence from all of this? Because you have it. Some of you need to let somebody deal with their own problems. Okay? Even if they affect you, trying to work through those problems or help them clear something up for themselves is actually not going to benefit you. You can't control the situation that this person is in. That's for some of you. 9 of Swords for what you don't see coming. Let's see. This is anxiety, fear, depression, mental chaos. Ace of Wands. Taurus. This is something being offered to you, an opportunity to go out into that meadow, a torch to lead the way, leaving home. And you're stressed out about it. 10 of Wands at the bottom. This is what you don't see coming. There's an opportunity that's going to come in, probably April 25th, post April 25th, when Uranus leaves Taurus. It's going to come in, but you're still nervous about it, which is, of course, why we're having this reading. Because even though you're well on your way, the energy of self-preservation and protection, which is not a bad thing, it only becomes a conflict or an issue when we're foregoing things that we want to move towards or that are for us because we're scared to go for them. And I see a little bit of that here. An opportunity arises and it creates anxiety. What is this opportunity? The Magician, letting go, leaving home. Maybe that's literal. The Magician, what? The Lovers. An opportunity for a new contract somewhere. It could be a karmic contract, it could be a literal contract. An opportunity for love and connection. There's a there's a manifestation that is coming in where there's a massive fork in the road in terms of your karmic path. There's a big decision and a choice to make. And you're going to sense this, you know this, which is why you're in the 9 of Swords, because you realize the gravity of this opportunity and this choice, this decision you have to make. But I feel like it's presenting itself to you to balance out some energy. Whatever this opportunity isn't here to make your life difficult. It's here for you to rebalance. The moon, yes, to rebalance your emotions, to rebalance any residual energy that's been trapped in fear states within you. You know, it's releasing that, rebalancing that. 7 of Swords. It's so that you can get clarity too on something. So, I mean, the opportunity might be different for each of you, but let me see if I can get more in here. What is this Ace of Wands opportunity that Taurus doesn't see coming? The Page of Cups. Okay, Page of Cups. The Fool, 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands. It's really good. The Devil at the bottom, but there is a fear here because it's some judgment behind that. Can you face your fears is what Spirit's asking you here. The Fool, it's a leap of faith for sure. It's something new. something with a lot of potential and promise, something that allows you to clear your mind from all that's been bothering you. And you've been waiting for this, Three of Wands. This is something you want, but it requires you being able to let go of something that's making you feel real secure. I don't know what that is exactly. Probably something in the material realm. There could also be other people in your ear trying to tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. Allow your inner child to grow and make a decision. Rather than all of these protective energies around you, whether they're meaning to protect you or hold you back or whatever they're doing, allow them to just go away and make this decision for yourself. You know, tell your inner child you trust it to make the right decision, because you will. You have that courage. Okay, your opportunity, Six of Cups. Yeah, exactly. Here you go, little one. This decision is yours to make. This is your cup. I really love this, Taurus. So, you know, I'm not getting a specific about what this is, but if you can think of something that you're holding on to because it makes you feel secure, but you know that it's probably getting unhealthy or holding you back in some way, or there's something you want to do, but you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to leave this behind because what if it doesn't work out? Well, that's the thing that needs to be let go of and you need to release. It could be a thought form. It could be a position you're taking because, you know, we're stubborn, right? So it's like, oh, I'm not going to do this. There's no way I'm going to do that. But, you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, I should probably just do that. Whatever it is, Taurus. Six of Cups, your opportunity. Here, little one, the choice is yours. The Hangman. New perspective. The opportunity is to gain more life experience. I mean, that's great. That's how we awaken. That's how we evolve, to gain a new perspective. To see things from a different point of view. To see the world, your potentials, love, relationships, security, skill, manifestation. To see it from a different perspective. A perspective that isn't steeped in, I don't want to say lack. It's not lack. It's feeling uncared for. There's a feeling here that I don't feel cared for, or maybe this is an old feeling. So stepping out of that, because you are cared for and you do care about yourself, but you are cared for. Once you really know that, there's a perspective shift coming. It's the opportunity. Page of Swords. Yeah, it's for you to see something. Can I get more specific? See what? I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a longer one. Heart. Oh, for you to see your heart. Emotional awakening, intuition, following your heart. Following your heart. Where is your heart calling you to go? This is the opportunity, is for you to see what your heart really is longing for. That's the perspective change. Rather than following your head, you're going to follow your heart and believe. Okay, the challenge makes sense. We have the Death card. Big release, big transformation, big shift. Of course, this is always a challenge, especially when it's in our hands to do that. You know, when something gets ripped away from us, yes, that's hard and it's challenging, but oftentimes it's even tougher when we are the ones who have to consciously choose to let go. So let's see, Death. What is it that you're letting go of here? Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. This is the Taurus tongue, you know, the tongue that can cut people down to size real quick. You know, this is another form of self-protection. Tell me more about this. I'm a little confused, Spirit. I need more information. Letting go of the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. These could be other people, too, who are rushing you or have things to say to you that don't really resonate with you. They don't really sit with you, but they bother you. It could be that, but I feel like this is something else, too. What is this? Transformation. Justice again. Oh, well, we don't have, of course, we don't have the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Cups. So this is balancing the mind and this kind of fiery energy. China in a bull shop, China in a bull shop. Bull in a china shop. Okay, something's backwards here for sure. This is balancing that kind of energy with your heart and your more grounded, centered, secure Knight of Pentacles energy. So those are the two knights that are missing. So this is what we need to bring balance to within you, is more letting your heart lead the way, feeling safe and secure, rather than feeling like you're on the offense and the defense at the same time. You're not even playing the game anymore is the key. You're out of the game. Some of you are over-prepared for every situation, every conversation. Okay? Not all of you, but many of you are like, well, if this happens, then that will happen. And if this happens, then I'll say this. Or I already know my position. Some of you just need to release some of that and allow that energy to go, because some of those situations are never going to happen. So it's just taking up time and energy preparing or thinking or positioning yourself. And for others of you, you're not allowing the unexpected to come through with that kind of pre-plan of what you're going to do and what you're going to say. Sometimes that's good, don't get me wrong. But there's something here where you've been too entrenched in that safety that a plan of attack or defense gives you. That's what I have. Okay, so for the challenge. Your advice is the Five of Swords. And it was interesting because before I started this reading, I was seeing a lot of Five of Swords in the decks I was working with. And I kept getting, don't Five of Swords yourself. And here the Five of Swords is in the advice. So Five of Swordsing yourself is convincing yourself of things that aren't really true to confirm your own biases of the world. So if you have a certain outlook or perspective of something, you're just seeking confirmation bias of that rather than hearing new possibilities or truths that are harder to accept. So that could be the case for some of you. For others of you, this is guidance not to get involved in Five of Swords situations where there's unfair conflict, where you're obviously and immediately put at a disadvantage but told to try your hardest anyway. Some of you are in that in one way or another. You know that somebody is dangling a carrot. The devil, yeah. Could be at work, could be in a relationship. It's like, just try a little harder, Taurus. But you're at a disadvantage, or there's something maybe even structural or some dynamic here that where it's like doesn't matter how hard you try, you're not going to win, or you're not going to achieve what you want because this person or whoever has no intention of allowing you to do so. Can I see more on the Five of Swords? The Hermit in reverse, isolation and repression with the High Priestess in reverse. Well, we know that it's time to get out of isolation and to step into the meadow. You've been repressing your intuition around something. It also says secrets revealed on this card. I feel like there's something here I'm not getting to, Spirit. What's this? Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles. This is you capping your potential somewhere. It's like you're doing everything you should be doing. Maybe this is at work, again, or in a relationship, or spiritually. I don't know how this is playing out for you, but it's like I'm working towards something. I'm working my hardest. I'm doing it. I'm a good teacher. This is a teacher and student card. I'm a good teacher. I'm a good student. I'm following the rules. I know how to do this. Like, lead the way and I'll follow, or I'll lead the way, you follow. But it's very formulaic, very didactic. There's like no room for creativity. There's no room for intuition. It's kind of just like the grind a little bit, or maybe there's some compromise of your creativity or your individuality in a certain relationship or at a certain job. And you've been repressing this intuitive capacity you have, the secrets you hold of your own creations, the High Priestess in reverse, because it's not welcome here, or it's not allowed here. You've been isolating this part of you that knows what your heart wants. The heart wants what the heart wants, is what I'm getting. Okay? And that's been isolated. That's been repressed because you're just trying to do the easier thing. No judgment. Well, the Judgment card did show up a few times, so maybe there will be a judgment, like an awakening. You've been trying to stabilize yourself, obviously, but you're learning now that that's capping your potential, keeping you away from your ability to be the magician. Okay, the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extend, we're going to go a layer deeper. It tends to get more specific because there are less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you're not interested in that, you can't afford it, or you don't want to go to it, you don't like that idea, then trust that Spirit already knows that and gave you all you needed to hear personally right here. Okay, the outcome. Seven of Cups. This can be a card of illusion and confusion, but it can also be a card of choice, having a lot of choices. So let me see. And, you know, in the Rider-Waite, typically the card is a little shadow character in the corner, and we see the back of him, and he's looking out into all these cups. So that card in the Rider-Waite, to me, is more about confusion, because the person is in shadow, and everything is presenting itself with no clear direction. So there's a need to specify what you want. But in this card, the person is facing forward. Nothing's in shadow. In fact, there's a light behind her. Everything's kind of laid out in front of her. So it's giving me this feeling of seeing all the possibility in front of you. Perhaps getting clarity for something about something that was causing confusion. So let's see. What is this Seven of Cups for Taurus? The Tower, the High Priestess, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, yes. This is Uranus doing what it did, doing what it does, and changing things, shifting things. And where is it? Like, Uranus, to me, I mean, this is typically associated with the Mars card. the Mars planet. But here it's giving me Uranus feelings. The tower, everything is coming down, leaving home. You're given no choice. Like, let's go. We got to get something started. Things may have had a plan, and now it's like rejigged for you. There's something forcing you, like an energy forcing you, pushing you, not forcing, pushing you to make that decision, to release the false protection of the tower. And that's why Spirit comes with that lightning bolt and takes that tower down, because that structure is not providing safety and security anymore. It's an illusion. And so the wheel turns. And where's the wheel turning to? The high priestess, the very thing that has been isolated and repressed for you, is now in the upright, following your heart, intuition, trusting that deep knowledge that you have from the soul, from all your journeys, from all your challenges, from all your lessons, taking that wisdom, that knowledge, and going forward with it. So I see a lot more intuitive connections, a lot of more intuitive choices that you're going to make, which are going to lead you in the right direction. I see you following your heart, and big changes happening for you that are going to reveal things that have always been there waiting for you, but you haven't been able to see them because you've been in this state of, I need to protect myself. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.